Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give out honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors and blessing to the elders, the apostle of Great Millstone, the water Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, for the elders, the apostle on down for waking me up to the wisdom, knowledge, truth, and understanding through the spirit, power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the few Akim, me, the brothers, one pushing their truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth, wherever you might be, scattered or abroad, who look like the other nation, who bloodline go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. Shalom to the few out who I believe is well, me the sister, the one to repent, come back to Yahweh Shem Yahshua these latter days. And shalom to the boys and girls who the Lord going to deliver out so these times to come to. With that, I'm going to say shalom. All right. What I'm going into today, as you can see, got this from the brother channel, GMS Standing Firm too, that a lot of Americans today, man, you so-called Negro, Native American, any so-called Latino, Hispanic, along with the other heathen nation who like to just continuously just go out and have fun and don't have Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai none of their thoughts and think the word gonna continue how it is forever, man. But what the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai doing, he bringing the place down low, right? The Lord is taking the joy up out this earth, all this celebrating, having a good time. Hey, it ain't like how it used to be, man. Every time you see every time you look around, you constantly have bars and lounge and spots, certain things that they be shot up. People shooting up the place, right? On a regular, more than ever. All right. Now, I'm not saying like things like that never happened before, but it's happening on a higher vibration right now. Because we're in the last days and we're in the time of what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is bringing judgment to the earth amongst the people. All right. So I'm gonna read this. All right, what the brother had posted, it say, half of Americans say the fun and their lives have disappeared. Right. Say a lot of the funds of what they used to have in this earth are disappearing. Because you see, with the hyperinflation going on between the war, with America bumping heads with all the other heathen nation, and knowing that we do business with other nation with a lot of resources and things like that. A lot of the imports and things we get come from, it come across the waters, from other nations, a lot of this stuff we get. So, but as you can see, like I said, man, the Lord is jacking this place up, all right, with the oil and the food price of things going up. But like we say, the jaw's not going up on the pay, but the price is instead of getting higher. All right, and people feel like they can't party and go out, have the fun they used to, because now they got to take their money and spend it, on bills. And the rent also getting high. All right, every year it go up. So yeah, man, and the number one focus right now, hey, these people with the financial problem, man, with the finance. But it say half of Americans say the fun in their lives have disappeared. You say 50%, let's go over. End time headline. Then it say end time headline because we're in the last days. All right. And it say end time headline. Then when you go get Isaiah 24, the title for that, it say Yahweh judgment upon the land, man. And this the Lord is judging the place. So, but if you believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and moving in the ways the Lord wants you to move, you ain't gonna be worrying about your life ain't fun and having fun like it used to be. Because we know the Lord gonna judge this place. We know Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai he gonna want to prepare the place for us. All right, we looking for a new heaven, a new earth, man, a new rulership, a new establishment within the GOV. All right, so the mans of the Lord, which the elect, the men and women, the elect, 1/3, we not worrying about we ain't having fun like we used to. Because before Yahweh Shai come back, things got to get out of hand, man. And we need that to happen, right? It's gonna be scary time that we living in. Like the scripture say, the righteous should be scarcely stayed. But hey, we looking for these things to happen to get up out of here. Because like the scripture say, this is not our rest. And a lot of our people, they are comfortable, man, thinking this is their rest. All right. Hey man, this place beyond America, all right, dealing with the Israelites. But it says a shocking new survey reveals that 48% of Americans say their lives are seriously lacking in fun right now. Even more alarming, 12% can't even remember the last time they had a full free day to enjoy themselves, right? And time speeding up. Before you be on day one thing, you look, man, it can be, you can get up, be 1 o'clock, you moving around before you know it, man, about 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock. You might have to go to work between 5 and 8. Time gonna went by like that. You know, you're right. The Lord speeding up time, all right? And also, they can't enjoy their day, man, a full day, because they got to focus on the finance, all right? How they gonna make the money for this? I need the money for that. That's where this the state the Lord got it in right now, all right? Dealing with Esau, Edom, who running the earth, control the earth. It say cost has became the biggest killer of joy. It say the cost has became the biggest killer of joy, man. All right, like I say, things going up. People can't afford nothing. Hey, people can barely afford the necessities and things they need right now in order to provide and get by. That's why we tell you, man. But later on, when everything just get to the point, people gonna start taking action in their own hand. People can't afford nothing. It ain't no jobs out here. Hey, people gonna be out here doing what they had to do to survive. That's the time we coming in. It say costs have become the biggest killer of joy, with 57% blaming budget pressures. It say while endless work, it say packed schedules and burn out finish the job. What was once simple time with friends, hobbies, or a night out now feel like a luxury to many can't afford it. All right, say now feel like a luxury, man. To be able to just to go out and enjoy yourself and have fun. All right? Which you ain't always got to enjoy yourself and have fun by going out, you know, to a night ball club, man. Enjoy yourself around the house with you and your family. All right? But, yeah, man, it started to feel like a luxury to these folks, all right? But this is Isaiah 24, but my point gonna be down in 7 on down, but I start from the top. Is Yahweh judgment upon the land. It said, behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turn it upside down, and scatter abroad the habitants thereof. Because before, you know, the Lord completely bring an end to America, right? He also have to you know, bring plagues and judgment upon this place before the nuclear missiles and things like that. All right. So, you know, it said, behold, the Lord make it the earth empty, and make it waste, and turn it upside down, and scatter abroad the habitants thereof. And it should be as with the people, so with the priests, as with the servant, so with the masters, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyers, so with the sellers, as with the lenders, so with the borrowers, as with the takers of usury, so with the givers of usury to him. So the Lord is gonna, everybody is gonna they go back to Ezekiel chapter 7, all right, when the Lord say the vision it touching the whole multitude thereof, roughly paraphrasing. All right. Yeah, this thing's gonna affect everybody, people who own stores and things like that. You know, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh shot through Esau Edom, that sword on the left hand side gonna be having these places to shut down. All right, he gonna fully run it how he wanted it to be ran, how he wanted to run. All right, and it say the land should be utterly empty and utterly spoiled. Right, so the Lord gonna destroy this place. Everybody gonna get it. All right, except the elect. You know, it say the land should be utterly empty in order to spoil, for the Lord has spoken this word. The earth mourn and fade away. The world language and fade away. The haughty people of the earth do language, right? People mourning, they're gonna be mourning, weeping, and crying, like they doing it now. But how much more it gonna be when you can't go to your everyday local grocery stores and stores to get what you need? Ain't no power, ain't no water, you know, famine on the scene. Ain't no, you can go get your food how you want to go get it. How much more the people gonna weep and cry then, you know? But this The word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua judging the place is going to affect everyone, man. Except the elect. We going to be in the midst of, but the Lord going to take care of his elect because he have care for his elect. So they the only ones who going to make it out of these situations, man. Like they say, we going to go through it, but they going to make it out. All right? And also when the missiles get to dropping, man, they going to get beamed up. A lot of our people, 2/3 of our people, the ones who like to party and have fun and say they enjoying life on this side, they going to perish. All right? Like I say, yeah, everybody language now, they weeping and crying out. Verse 5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, right? He saw Edom, he gonna defile the planet, man. He the counsel of the earth, all right? And the earth is ruling by wicked power right now, right? The Lord gave him the upper hand to rule on this side, Esau, Edom. He should have the fatness of the earth. And he got that. That's how you know this so-called white man today go back to what the seed of Esau, Edom, all right? Just like we go back to the seed of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, it say the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. It say because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. All right, and you Israelites, right? You gonna broke the everlasting covenant of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, because the Lord made an agreement, an oath with the Israelites to keep his promise. And we took that oath during the time Moses got up out of that captivity with Pharaoh. We agreed and took it over. We swore we gonna do all this and do all that. But Esau Edom also gonna flip things around too, even though he not up on the covenant. You know, the way the thing's supposed to be ran according to the earth. But you know, wickedness is on the scene. You know, the Lord set the story up how he wanted to be set up. But continue on. It say, therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and a few men are left. All right, and that's the curse that's gonna devour the earth when that fire hit. All right, when the nuclear missiles hit. That's what I'm saying. The people mourning about they can't enjoy their time. You know, they ain't enjoying the time what they used to have before everything just started popping off. Well, hey, you about to get closer to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, because what we hadn't, as the day go by, we going to terrible times. Ain't nothing gonna get back better. All right, when the time Yahweh Shai fit to come back, the Lord said the earth is gonna go through birth pains. All right, and that's what he doing. All right, before he come back, before he deliver the Israelites to the elect, the earth got to go through the plagues and trials and tribulation. What the Lord said they're gonna go through. It said the new wine mourneth. It say the new wine mourneth the vine language. It said all the merry hearted do sigh. All right, and you seeing it what it say right there. The people, they say they not enjoying life like that, man. The fun gonna disappear. All right, they say they can't enjoy their life on this side. All right, all the ones that was in that joyful spirit on this side and loving America and ain't putting their time in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua ain't in none of their ways of thought. Hey, they mourn on this side, man. All right, and that wine, that doctrine, because you go to that wine also, you know, can go to philosophies and, you know, teaching doctrine, you know, like Revelation 14, I think like 8, and it's saying like the nation drunk the wine of fornication, talking about America. All right, that's talking about the teaching the doctrine, not no literary wine. Sometimes, you know, you see the word wine might mean regular wine, like the you know, the grapevine wine, but you know, sometimes that wine be a metaphor, all right, for doctrine teaching. All right, and the Lord gonna soon move this doctrine out the streets, you know, because ain't nobody crying out but the elect, you know, because what they say, Ezekiel chapter 9, when it going to, what it say, put an abomination, shalakin, put a mark, means the wild exempt for judgment, put a mark upon upon the foreheads of the man that sigh and cry. All right, so that wine gonna be removed out the streets, all right, in a few minutes. Also, too, you know, the doctrine, too, all right. And also, when you go on that vine, that grapevine, That language also, that grapevine also going to sometimes refer to the Israelites, that vine tree, that grapevine. All right. But it say the new wine mourneth the vine. It say the vine language. All the merry hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets, the mirth of tabrets cease. The noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the heart cease. All right. So the Lord taking the foreign out the earth. How the joy cease. We reading it right here. Just show you, man. The Bible is a real book. Regardless, a lot of you people don't believe in that, man. The Lord worded his word. He said his word is spirit and their life. And he gonna come in the book, man. This the Lord. You looking at the Lord. You see his face. This the Lord. You looking at him through his word. All right. But to a spiritual man who have an understanding, but what it say? A spiritual man compare things that is spiritual, but to a natural man, the spiritual thing is foolish to him. All right. We looking at Yahweh Bashim Yahushua through his word in the spiritual sense. We're going to see the physical form later. But right now, the Lord here with us. He left the comfort. All right? The spirit, his words, his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right? So you Israelites, man, you got to get it while you can. You so-called Negro, Native American, Indian, so-called Latino, Hispanic. All right? Because the Lord about to judge this place. It say, they should not drink wine with their songs. Strong drink should be bitter to them that drink it. All right, because like we say, ain't all that partying and clubbing, having fun. You know, you got your strong drinks and things like that. You good one. They're going to be out the door. All right. Then you're going to be looking for that doctrine wine. All right. Which you should be drunken in. You should be being drunk on that wine of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, not the wine of the word that have nothing to offer. All right. It say they should not drink wine with a song. Strong drink should be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. The city of confusion, what is Babylon? All right. You go get Babylon, that word Babylon, going to confusion. All right. It say the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There's a cry for wine in the street. That's the cry for wine in the streets. That doctrine, that teaching. Ain't gonna be no cry here for no the liquid wine, man. That you can actually, put in the cup and drink. That ain't why it gonna be a cry for that. All right, you ain't gonna be crying for no drinks in that time. You gonna be crying to get some wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of what's going on out here in the earth. What's going on? What should I do? But like the scriptures say, the Lord, he gonna remove the powerful out the streets, man. He gonna send that famine of word, that teaching, that doctrine of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, what the man's been putting out here the whole time while you've been partying and having fun. All right. It say there should be, and there is a cry for wine in the streets. All the joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. It saying the city is left desolate and the gates is smitten with destruction, right? Because the Lord tell you, he bring with death, famine, and destruction, man. When you go read in a lot of scripture, you go to 2nd Ezra 15, you read I think from 15, like 15 to 4 if I'm mistaken. But if you read from 15 on 1, you're gonna run into it. All right. The Lord bringing death, famine, and destruction upon the earth. All right. And that cry for wine in the street. Ezekiel chapter 7. All right. The Lord tell you, hey, that knowledge is gonna perish from the priests. All right. Matter of fact, I get it real quick. I wasn't gonna try to make it too long because I can't record too long. That's why, like the street lessons, it's on the brother channel, Throne of David, if I'm mistaken. I'm not able to post them really on mine because they don't record. For some reason, the video be almost close to an hour each, so YouTube won't let it post. But this is Ezekiel chapter 7 and 25. All right, it say mischief. I start from 25. Destruction cometh, and they should seek peace, and there should be none. The time we head into mischief, meaning evil bad times should come upon the mischief, and rumor should be upon rumor, Then should they seek a vision of the prophet, but the law should perish from the priest and counsel from the ancient. So you're not gonna be able to go to the elders, man. The elders, the apostles, great millstone, right? Who been doing the truth for years, man, and trying to get you some understanding. You're not gonna be able to go to the elders, all right? Or none of the apostles, to get this knowledge. What it say what it say, and then should they seek a vision of the prophet? They're gonna be that cry from wine of the streets. But the law should perish from the priest and counsel from the ancient. All right, so that was gonna happen. All right, and it was something else what I wanted to touch on, but this is oh yeah. Then you also have what Ecclesiasticus, when they say the door should be shut in the streets, but it say what the keepers of the house should tremble, man. All right, within what the economy. All right, they're going to your Esau Edom economy. We'll get that too, because it did say the door. Let me Shalaki, bear with me. All right, Shalaki. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house should tremble, and the strong man shall bow themselves, and the grounders should cease. All right? Talking about the jobs. All right? People crying now. They got jobs and still saying they can't afford it. So imagine when whatever plant you working at, they just start shutting the jobs down. They gonna bug out, man. But the Lord told his servant, take no thought for your life, what you should eat, what you should drink, what you should wear, man. Life better than raiment, man. The Lord gonna provide for you. All right? But it say, in the ground to cease, because they are through. You're through. How the jobs will be. And those that look out of the windows, be darkened, right? And that window, looking out the window, talking about the future, man. All right, looking out the windows, because when you looking out the window, you can predict. You can tell if it's finna rain or not. You can predict that. You can look towards the future of that. Like if it's finna rain or not. You looking at your window, like, oh yeah, it look like it's finna rain over there. You see the storm cloud coming. You predicting that. You putting that in perspective towards the future. Like, yeah, it's finna rain. All right. So, yeah. It's in the day when the keeper of the house, economy of Esau Edom, should tremble, and the strong man should bow themselves, and the grounders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, right, towards the future, right? Because what we heading to, the future, what we heading to, it gonna be darkened, right? Ain't nothing good coming out of that unless you part of the elect. It's saying the door should be shut in the streets. When the sound of the grounder is low, it say he should rise up at the voice of the birds. All the daughters of the music should be brought low. All right, your celebrity, they gonna be brought low. The daughters of music, they gonna be brought low. Right? The Lord said the vision gonna touch the whole multitude. So with the buyers, so with the sellers, you name it. With the record labels, you name it, man. He gonna fall upon everybody. Everybody gonna be in an uncomfortable state. But yeah, man, when I'm grounded, them jaws cease, hey, say you gonna be woke up by the voice of the birds. You ain't gonna be, like I say, you gotta imagine when it ain't no power out here. So you not able to tell what time it is. You gonna know no morning getting nearby hearing the chirping, the singers of the bird. All right. But yeah, man, that's the time we heading into, man. Matter of fact, I got one more to close it out. This is Matthew's 24 and 36. Cause this the spirit that peep in now as the days of Noah. All All right, Matthew 24, verse 36. It say, but of that day and hour know no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marriage and giving in marriage, until that day Noah entered into the ark. All right, same thing going on here. Like you say, they ain't having fun, they ain't partying, ain't like it used to be. You don't hear no true man of the Lord saying that, hey man, our life ain't like it. We not saying this. All right, we not saying this. The fun had disappeared. Because I was fun and hoping in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to rejoice in the Lord and get up out of this place. All right, we not worrying about having fun in this side of the world, the cares of the world and things like that. We want the kingdom to come, man. We gonna rejoice and be happy in the kingdom, kingdom, everlasting life. All right. But you read all that, man. This the spirit of these people. The days of Noah. All right. They were and they crying and weeping about not having fun, but the Lord for to destroy this place. All right. Verse 39. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. That's how the coming of Yahweh gonna be. Just like the days of Noah, when Noah warned and prophesied to these people. They didn't want to take heed, laughing and talking junk, how they do us today. All right, same thing, it gonna be with Yahweh. Everybody laughing, talking crazy, yeah, you Israelite, this and that. All right, and the majority, it be our people. Our way have been since back then. All right, but what Yahweh gonna do? He gonna creep up on them like a thief in the night, and guess what? And bring destruction upon them. You know, they jet with them nuclear missiles. All right, and he gonna burn them up along with him in the chariot. We don't know when Yahweh Bashim Yahushua will return, but the Lord do tell us, give us signs and things to look for to the time of the coming of the end when he fit to pop up. But we don't know the time and the hour. We know through prophecies how close we are to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua returning. All right, but it say then, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So should also the coming of the Son of Man be. So that how it gonna be the coming of the Yahweh. All right, same way how the Lord had that flood, you know, broke up the deeps, you know, and coming from the firmament and coming up out of the ground, thing like it just gonna the ocean overflowing. That how it gonna be. But he just did it. Nigga felt that first raindrop. I'm like, oh, that first water drop, I seen some shit breaking up out the ground. Oh shit. Even though I be rude to speak, but not in knowledge. All right, but how the Yahweh gonna be? They're gonna be, yeah, getting down with Esau, Edom, NWO, taking the MOTB. Then Yahweh gonna crack the sky. And be like, oh, because a lot of folks think Yahweh ain't coming back, but he gonna return. He bringing great destruction with him when he come. But that's all I wanted to touch on with that. So I'm gonna close out by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua in English tongue. Bless you Yahweh, bless you Yahushua, bless you Yahweh, bless you Yahushua, bless you Yahweh, bless you Yahushua. With that, I'm gonna say Shalom, and I hope that will edify.